It's me, Mario.
Listen, I'm just gonna say it. Gaming earbuds suck. But I think these are a step in the right direction. All right, what's up guys? I'm Bax, and today we're taking a look at the G333, horrible name, gaming earbuds from Logitech. Now these actually hit some really good notes, and I think they're a huge step in the right direction for gaming earbuds, and I'm very excited to talk about these and do this review. So real quick, if you want to talk to me about tech or anything in between, guys, I do stream on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, so links for that will be in the description below. All right, so first let's talk price, and the price for these comes in at $50, which is honestly the perfect price point when it comes to, especially to something like gaming earbuds. I think that's just a beautiful note to hit on right there, as we'll talk later on in the quality. But this is something that Logitech could have been this corporate overlord and charged like $70 to $80 for these earbuds instead, and they know that people would have bought them, but instead they stuck with $50. So let's talk about everything you get in the package for $50. So first, they come with a USB Type-C adapter, which is something pretty sick and you don't see very commonly, you know, especially with headsets just in general. And you know, which granted, I'm an iPhone user, so it's not extremely useful to me, but I did find great use in this, you know, when connecting to my PC to use the certain features of this headset. It has roughly about a 1.8 meter long cable, which is a really good length. Could have withstood it to be a little bit longer, but you know, it's okay. The cable is nice and flat, which is great. Comes with 3 different size ear tips, and just as a fun note, it actually came with some pretty minimalistic, smooth, and clean looking packaging. So we'll get the worst part out of the way, which is comfort. So if I'm gaming and I'm wiggling my head around or anything, these constantly just kind of want to fall out and kind of work their way out of my ears. So if you're a gamer that, you know, plays more with their head than what they do with their hands, you're probably not gonna have a fun time keeping these in, at least initially, which was kind of a bit of a bummer, but that kind of tends to be the case with earbuds in general. Now thankfully, keeping a good seal in your ears was not really an issue though. Which brings us directly into our next point, sound. And of course, sound is probably the most crucial thing when it comes to headphones or earbuds in general. So like with most earbuds, you need that perfect seal to actually be able to get a good feel for the bass and actually be able to hear the bass. But when you get that perfect seal with these, you actually hear that bass beautifully. It comes through nice and crisp, and I really appreciated that. Now, I will say, in my personal opinion, they came through a little treble heavy, but that's kind of to be expected when it comes to just earbuds in general. Anyways, for me, they always kind of seem to be a little more treble heavy, but for $50 for the sound scope and the sound range that you get out of these, I think it's actually really good, and it's one of the best for gaming earbuds I've seen yet. So if you're playing like a platformer, if you're playing an RPG or even like a MOBA or something like that, the sound is gonna be just fine. They actually sound great. Now for me, when it came to playing a shooter with these things, it was not very comfortable. Some of the gun sounds and things like that sounded a bit awkward and just not enjoyable. Now the build quality is where this thing really blew my mind when you consider the fact that it's only $50 freaking dollars. So the drivers are housed in an aluminum casing, and which is quite impressive. Once again, that is not something you commonly see on gaming earbuds, especially at this price. The cable on this is long and flat, which is very appreciative right there. And it's a nice kind of thick cable too, and I just love that, you know, because that keeps it from getting knotted up and tangled up, especially if you're throwing this in and out of your bag, putting this in your pocket, moving it around or anything like that. You don't have to worry about it getting tangled up in this wadded up nasty mess that we run into with so many other earbuds, and it was very appreciative there. And the biggest thing about build quality like that is that you know they're going to last, because like I said, you know, you're putting them in and out of a pocket or you're stowing them away constantly or something like that. Typically they'll start to break down and wear out pretty fast, but I don't think that's gonna happen with these. I do think these are gonna stand a decent test of time. Now, just to round it off, guys, let's do a quick sound test of this inline mic, and you might actually be surprised at how well it sounds. All right, here's a mic test for the Logitech G333 gaming earbuds. As you can hear, it sounds fine. It does have a problem with kind of picking up every bit of noise that's in the room. It has like pretty much zero noise cancellation on that. But, you know, what can you expect from a set of gaming earbuds? So here's where I usually have my biggest problem with gaming earbuds. They're usually bulky, they usually look like super gamery tech, and they usually sound like they brewed themselves straight out of the pits of hell with these high-pitched, screeching, awful noises. But that's not the case with the G333s. They actually check every box that I honestly think they need to. So who are these for? You know, that's a big question and something that always needs to be considered is, who are these for? Because they're definitely not going to be for everybody. And in all honesty, I think these are going to be best suited for somebody that is into mobile gaming or that plays mostly on Switch. And the reason why I say that is if you're somebody that's more into like Apex Legends or Escape from Tarkov or games like that, I think the audio just doesn't lend itself very well to make realistic, good sounding guns. Like, and the gunfire to me just sounds kind of awkward, real clingy, and just not enjoyable overall for like long-term listening. But for when using these with the Nintendo Switch is what I bought them for, it's absolutely perfect. Take them, throw them in your bag, throw them in your Switch case, pull them out whenever you need them. They're not tangled up, they're not wadded up. Plug them in, and in all honesty, like when it's coming to like playing like a game like Mario Odyssey or Zelda Breath of the Wild or just anything honestly on the Switch, it's just great. I mean, they're a comfortable headset to use. They're much better than the Switch's built-in speakers. And they just work. They just sound good, and it's very appreciative, and I think it's a perfect pairing for your Nintendo Switch. So all in all, for $50, everything that these earbuds are capable of, the way they sound, the build quality, and everything like that. If you're in the market for a set of gaming earbuds, and I absolutely think that these are the ones you should buy right now. So let me know. Do you prefer earbuds? Or do you prefer a headset? Or you know, what do you like to wear on your ears when you're playing games? But anyways, guys, if you want to check out the G333s, I'll have an Amazon Associates link down in the description below. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does help support the channel just a tiny little bit if you decide to purchase it through that link. But guys, if you want a free way to support the channel, make sure you like the video or dislike it if you thought it was trash. I don't mind. Be sure to comment and subscribe if you love the video as well, guys. Anyways, until next time, stay swole. Peace.